Hello, hello. Welcome to my craft room. Come on in and sit a spell. I'm Donna, and today I'm making two videos. This one and Movie and a Stitch a little bit later on. You won't get to see that until Wednesday. Get that out of my way. Anyway, this is the June 1st. Woohoo! New bingo card. There are a couple of ways you can play yarn bingo if you're interested. Down in the description box in most of my videos is a link to Facebook's yarn bingo group. The card comes out a little after midnight on the 1st normally. Our cards are put out by a lady who has a YouTube channel. Her name is Robinflying Crochet. I will try to link her video for this month's bingo in the description box below as well. Now, there is another way. Mama Kayla is the sweet lady who started this, and she used to have a link in her description box with a link to get the card. So, in my opinion, you don't have to be part of the Facebook group. I'm sure if you contacted Robin, you'd have to look in her description box. I'm sure she'd be happy to send you one. And if you can't get a hold of her, you can always email me. My email is down in the description box in almost every video. So yeah, I've got two people that I send them to. This is the second month I've sent them to both of them. I'm more than happy to do that because they don't have Facebook. So you're welcome to join along. Either way you choose to do it, come on and join the fun. Now I'm going to read off this month's bingo card for those that are interested. The first square, the B1, is Finish a Whip. The next slot over is Make Something in the Color of Pearl, which is June's birthstone. I thought it was a different color, but I guess that one of the colors is pearl. I don't know if I'll do this or not because I don't use a lot of white. Most of my stuff's donations. The only one I ever made white for is my mama. Create something for Father's Day. I do have something in mind. And poor Cinco is still here. I never did get around to making a June guest host. Make something new. Now that's just something that is like make something you haven't made before. Like try a new pattern, try a new stitch. Things like that. A blanket in progress. My mind just went several different places. Then coming down to the next row is start a new project or pattern or project that you have never made before. Now it seems like that's two of the same. Robin, we're going to have to talk before you put these cards out. Cause that's like two of the same thing, and we need better variety. I know you shouldn't apologize for what you do, cause that's just how it is. Finish a Whip is the third one. Working on a project that will take you a year to make. I usually do Jada's blanket, her calendar blanket. And then the last one in there is create something that can be completed in one day. Easy, I'll probably make a hat. I need to make some hats anyway. Finish a Christmas gift. I don't know that I'll get that one done. See, that's the thing. You don't have to do every square. I suggested a square for last month's, and I didn't do it. I've still got plans to do that. I wanted to make a wreath. I've still got plans, but I never did crochet enough flowers to make the wreath. I want to make. Okay. Save your yarn wrappers for the project, because we're doing it all year long, and this goes along with Yarn Joy has where she's giving away prizes for that. So that's, you can get 2 for the price of 1. The middle square is on the second row. It's finish a whip. Work on a project that will take a year to make. I already did those. Dang. Something that complete. I'm not even on that row. Okay. This is the middle row, is the creative Christmas gift. Finish a whip, free space, make a kitchen set, dishcloth, towel, and hot pad. Now for the towels, you can get those Dollar Tree towels, cut them in half, and then watch Pamela's Adoring Crochet's tutorial for a towel topper. And that could be your towel, because you're crocheting the top of it. And then as for hot pads, there's several different ways to do it. Now, when I made this one, I was watching Margaret Olander. I don't think she has a tutorial, but isn't that a cool pattern? Now that's got a stain on it, because this is what I sip my coffee and stuff on it. I could tell on this side that you make so many and just come up, and eventually it will be big enough to where you can fold it in upon itself and then stitch it. And I love how mine got a Z. I tagged Z in a Instagram post. Sorry about that. But that, and then I've got all kinds of washcloths. Create a pillow. I'm not sure that I'll have time for that. I'm not sure. Create a scrap project. I've got several good ideas for that. Oh, let me finish. Make an amigurumi food item. I don't think I'll do that. Create something for Thanksgiving. I don't know. Create something for a pet. I don't know. Finish a whip. Create something for the 4th of July. Now that's something that's normally in here because July's next month. Yeah, I did have something that I'm going to use to qualify me for that. And it's this square. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. Can't see it again. Make a wearable, like a shawl, something you can wear. Share ideas for July and August. If you're in the group, she's taking suggestions so it can be more of our card. She likes all of us participating. Another, finish the whip. You usually get quite a few of those, so loads of different projects can fit in that. And create something for Halloween. And I do have something in mind for that. Yeah, I've got something in mind for that. I'm good. Now, like that, this was my first square on the bingo. Make something with scraps. There's a couple of different things. I'm not sure where this will go, but I finished, you will see on Wednesday that I finished my, let's get rid of those. I finished the project that I had determined would be my movie project, even though I hadn't worked on it the past few movies, but I did this time, and I finished it. So I didn't have enough yarn to make a full nother set, so I ended up deciding I want to make a granny square lap gown. So I started making granny squares. I've got 2 with the orange. I've got 2 blue. That's a pretty color of blue. I've got 1 brown. I'm not sure that I've got enough for another brown, so there will probably be a few scrap squares. Add enough for 1 green And I think I used all the green in that one. I got 2 of these multicolored ones. I've got a little bit left, so it'll probably be in a multicolored one. I think I might have a little bit of the yellow to make part of one. I'm not sure that I have any more of this red. I might have, oh, it's a lot prettier red than what it's showing. And I had a light blue. And there is a little bit of that left. So there will be several multicolored squares, and I'll hook them all together to make a lapghan. So that will probably be my scrap blanket project. Now, that one is different because the one was make something new. So this other one, I read it wrong. It's start a project or pattern that you've been wanting to make. So like if you've had something, like if you were on Ravelry and you've had something in your queue for a long time, or you've been having a pattern you've been wanting to make for a long time, this is the month to do it and get a square. And I do have something in mind for that. In fact, I showed it to you before, so I'm going to have to finish it. And it may be what's on next for Movie in a Stitch. That's over here. It's the midwife inspired baby blanket. So yeah, I haven't worked on that because I'm at the end of a color and I haven't decided where I want to go, but that'll probably be my next Movie in a Stitch project. Some more, oh, why does my nose wait till I record? Some more dishcloths. New one. Now this is a smaller one, but I didn't have enough to finish, so I did it blue. I've got different sizes. Didn't have enough to finish this one, so I edged it in blue. And there's its partner. Nice blue. A nice brown. And I love this multicolored one. That one is so much fun. I wish I had more of this, because there's something I'm wanting to make that this would have been a good yarn for. Well, that will be going to Charmed Grammy to enter her giveaway. I've got to stick them back there. I need to get a bag to put all those in. Now, this isn't quite, it's almost a finished object. And this will probably be a square. I forget which square I was going to use it for. But I'd make that poncho I was making for my daughter. I tried several different times with the Bag a Day pattern. Got almost through the last, because I had to. And I didn't like the way it looked. It's a cute pattern, but for the person I'm making it for, I don't like the front loop, back loop type, where it squishes it in. For some things it's good, for this poncho, it's not what I wanted. So I looked around for several different mesh ponchos, and I settled on Hectanuga 1. Has one she makes with a large hook. This is a N15 10mm is what I use with just regular worsted weight yarn. Now I messed up and I used too small of a hook here. I used a 7mm, and I got it out a little bit and I realized that was going to be too small. So I took it out to the last row because this was the width I wanted, and then I went with the bigger hook on the second row, and I kept with the bigger hook. My daughter has already, it wasn't this far done, but she did try it on and it's going to fit her well. Now I did change the pattern a little bit because of me messing up here. It wasn't quite going to be wide enough down here. So I put in a couple of increase rows. Like I divided my stitches by 4 and put it evenly. You know, increase on each side and increase front and back. And I did one row, then I did a regular row, and then I did another row of increases. And it gave me a nice shape. And she's already in love with it. So I ran out of yarn, but text message. I love my text message. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to go around the bottom a couple more rows in black, and then that'll be done. I think I am nearly done with this one, which is my scrap project for last month, so I can't count this one. I want to put on a couple more rows just to be on the safe side. Blue was the last color. But as far as the bingo square, this is last month. I might put another row or 2 on it, and then again, I might just tie it off and leave it as is. This is the current Nan's Next Knots. This will get a new row on Thursday. It's Luck of the Draw by Nan's Next Knots. I finally finished my Jada. That's her latest one right there. And this Friday, she'll be putting out a new one, so that's great. I'm currently working on Luck of the Draw number 1, and this will be the last blanket. I'm working on this color now, and that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've got 5 more to do, and this will be done. And then I'm going to, I think I'm going to stop doing Nan's Next Knots extra and just finish out what she's got. And I may change colors for her round 4, if she does a round 4. And it's pretty popular because that's a super fun pattern. And now there's an idea. If you don't want to follow that and say you have 6 colors you want to use plus a main color, you could always roll a dice and let it choose which order your colors go in. Just number them. Now although I did a page with the little hangy downs, I've also got another way to do it. Is I took one of these little safety pin type stitch markers, and I wrote out, I just took an index card and wrote out numbers on it. Like this is, can you even see that? Yeah, the number's on there, but you can't really see it. Anyway, I've got a number 5 written on this one. So this is my number 5. And I've got little tags on all my yarn right there. You can see the tags on them. Tell me which one they are. It's easier for me to keep track of instead of going and looking at that paper. It's all just right there. Okie dokie. Oh, I didn't show these, I don't think. This was one of my squares I couldn't find. This is to put down in the cup holders in the car to keep condensation from collecting down in there. I just haven't taken them out there yet. Well, I think that's all of my, did I even have it? I don't think I had any of those. except for the one. So it was all whips this week. And I would like to finish up some whips. Oh, I have been working on my my 3D squares. In fact, I've got all the pieces made for one of them. I just got to sew them on. And then I got some of the pieces on an extra one. So I'll have, because I wanted to get a week ahead, so that if I had a bad week and didn't get one made, I'd have one in reserve. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, I almost had it and then it left again. I wanted to give you a tip. Oh yeah. Granny's Pro Tips, or Grammy's Pro Tips. Just a second. I got coffee right here. Only one a day. So it's a big one. Pro Tips. If you do not know how to do the corner to corner, I suggest you don't learn. I'm sorry. Is it Cynthia? Melody? I think it's Living with Cancer as a Lifestyle. She has recently done the corner to corner. I'm sorry I didn't warn you ahead of time. Corner to corner has a learning curve. And once you get past that learning curve to where you've got it, it's addictive. So that's why I'm saying don't learn it, because it's addictive. You will want to make all the things corner to corner. It's really good, like if you've got what some crocheters call Hellspun. It's actually homespun from Lion Brand. It's I think it's called a blue boucle. It's super bumpy and it's hard to see your stitches when you're crocheting. Corner to corner is the one exception for us crocheters. Homespun works up beautifully with corner to corner. So if you've got some homespun on your hands and you know how to do corner to corner, that's how to get rid of it, because you're working in like a chain 3 space in every row. So it's easy to see. That's where I got rid of a bunch of my homespun, was using corner to corner. Corner to corner makes the most gorgeous scrap blankets. And you know how I love scraps. I love my scraps. And now I want to make a corner to corner scrap blanket. It's addictive. It's a monster. If you don't know it, don't learn it, or you will be making lots and lots and lots of corner to corner blankets. And if you learn the rectangle, which is really super easy, you will be wanting to make baby blankets, all kinds of different. I made money making corner to corner blankets. I had a friend who wanted a bunch of blankets made, but she is not a process crocheter, or she was. She was more project related. She wanted things she could get done quickly. Excuse me. She wouldn't make anything bigger than a baby blanket. So she paid me. She bought the yarn, and then she paid me to make blankets for several different people in her family. And they were a big hit. They were beautiful. She chose the colors, paid for the yarn. I just sat over at her house and visited with her and worked on them while I was there. She paid me. Good deal for me. I enjoyed it. This is one of my besties that passed away. This will be, in August, will be her 3 years since she passed. And then last year was, 2 years in a row, Miss Deborah and Miss Paulette. So Sandy and I are the only two left of our 4 musketeers. Yes, we had a D'Artagnan. And I'm not saying which one of us it was. Yeah. I love those girls, and yeah. I have not worked on my gnome home. My daughter was even asking me about it, so I'm going to have to get to working on it. I just didn't want to have to break out my hot glue. I'm going to, because I have to study the card to see if stuff I want to make is in there. So yeah. And here I am thinking again. I don't need to be thinking on your dime. You've probably already gone. So I'll go ahead and I will let you go. Remember the shirt, you'll see this on Wednesday too. Same day recording. And by the way, this is a pajama top. I figured yarn and pajamas. I'm staying at home, I'm not going to Walmart in this. I'm just in the comfort of my own craft room and with my friends. And it's very modest, so I wore it. Well, I've talked for almost a half hour, y'all. I'm sorry. You're probably already gone. But if you're not, oh, I love you so much. Mwah. Anyway, you guys stay safe and keep loving one another. Bye-bye.